But honestly, if I were to ask anybody who is developing the game, like any of the developers, I would want to know what the workplace culture is like at S6, because it seems a little up in the air. They've hired a ton of people over the last 2 years. They stopped most of their like average developers from talking to the public in 2021, and they've hired like 100-something people since then. What is the culture like, and what actually happens at that studio behind closed doors? It's actually pretty startup-ish. It's somewhere on the edge of cozy and hectic. That's... From the outside, from what only I've seen, it looks like they're growing way too fast. And they grew way too fast, right? The big thing that I saw is they grew faster than they thought, and they didn't really scale their processing for how fast they were growing, which has led to some, let's just say, internal issues. That's all from the outside looking in. I've never seen anything, but that's just what I'm saying. It's a conversion of more people to more value. I think something that a lot of especially fledgling companies forget is when you onboard somebody, they're not going to be ready immediately, and you need to take people who know what they're doing, take them off the project, and have them train other people. So if you have 50 people and they're working on the game and they're doing okay, adding another 50 is actually going to slow you down by about 33-40% for the next 5 or 6 months until they're all caught up, which means only after 6 months do you have 100 people able to do things, and you haven't actually increased your productivity by like 100% because you added double the people. Instead, you've added more people that you now have to manage, make sure they have tasks. You have to add more people to look over what they're doing, check to see if it works in the game. You have more overhead, which means you now need to start worrying more and more about your managers actually being competent in managing. I think for a game that the company had 50 employees in 2021. That's what they reported. I think them jumping from 50 to 150 people probably slew them down more than it helped them. Managers. If done well, they fulfill a very important spot in the role of a company. But companies don't do them well. They really don't.